It's Tuesday night in Italy, and here's what's happening. I'm 6 hours ahead of y'all right now, and here's how things closed out in Europe. European markets are down, the American market is down, and the European Union decided that they're not just going to take Trump's tariffs, they're going to put a 25% tariff on all American goods coming into the EU, which sounds bad till you consider that China is putting an 84% tariff on all American goods going into China. China's taken it a step further than that, even though, and has decided that they will no longer recognize the IP or copyrights for American products. Now, the tariffs that China is putting on American goods that get imported to their country are going to hit the state of Texas super hard because Texas is the #1 state that exports to China, and it's going to hurt the American farmer particularly hard, especially our pork industry. 54% of the pork that we raise here actually gets sent to China. On the social side of things, I'm at an international journalism festival, and every single person that I meet is like, oh, an American? I also want to give you a heads up on which of your groceries are likely to become more expensive thanks to Trump's new tariffs. The United States imports about 17 to 20% of its food and beverage from other countries, but it imports 80% of its seafood. So seafood will skyrocket. About 60% of all fresh fruit is imported. So, my friends with toddlers, I am so sorry. I already know how expensive berries are, and it's about to get a little bit worse. 80% of our coffee is imported, so that's not going to just affect the grocery prices, but also your local coffee shops and major coffee chains. And somewhere between 35 and 40% of all vegetables are also imported to the United States. But V, can't the American farmer just start growing crops for consumption? No, because the American farmer has been forced to grow corn and soybeans, and once you put that in your field, it is very hard to flip it over. And they certainly won't be able to flip it over to make up a 60% or 80% deficit in the next 3 months. Now, as somebody who used to work in the food chain, I'm going to let you know, fortunate for us, there are a lot of ripening houses and holding houses all across the country that are going to have a good amount of product to get us through the next several months, assuming that Senate and the Congress and other people can get Trump to shut down these tariffs. Your best options are going to be to buy fresh right now if you can, and then learn how to cook with frozen vegetables. And it might not be too late for you to join your local farm CSA. Now, CSAs can be tricky, right? Because depending on where you live in the world, you could get a box each week that's like a lot of potatoes or a ton of summer squash. It's better to have than not have, okay? And maybe I'll bring back like summer cooking school and we can cook a CSA together. Also want to put yourself in a waste not, want not situation, right? So if you do get that rotisserie chicken, make sure that you're cutting it up, adding rice and beans to it, maybe doing something like making a stock with the bones. We'll get through this together, but it's going to be tight.